You guys are so high maintenance. I'll leave it there for a moment. Excellent. Let's carry on. 2 marks there. Graph this. What form is it in? What form is it in? Vertex. So I go to positive 4, negative 3. Positive 4, negative 3. Is it a positive or a negative parabola? Negative. Is it got a stretch? No. So if it's over 1, it's down 1. If it's over 2, it's down 4. So if I go over to, I missed the spot there, 3. If I go over 1, it's down 1. If I go over 2, it's down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For 1 for all of these. Well, for these two because they're ready. What's the vertex here? Negative 3, 0. Is there any stretch? No. So it's over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For 1 mark. Yeah? Whoa. Slow it down there, big stuff. These are going to be worth 2 because you have to identify the vertex and the minimum and maximum value. So the vertex here is what? It's a little tricky because it's not in vertex form. What form is that in? Factored form. So what are the roots?
3 and 0.
Positive 3 and 0, correct? So where is the vertex? Right in the middle, yeah? What's the middle of 3 and 0? 1.5. So the vertex is 1.5. And then where does that x have to go? That's an x value, right? Well, where does it go? In for x. What's 2 times 1.5? 3. What's 1.5 minus 3? Minus 1.5. What's 3 times negative 1.5? Negative 4.5. So it is down here at 1.5, negative 4.5. And it looks like that. And of course, it is a minimum at y equals negative 4.5. 2 marks for all that. Over here, what's the roots? Positive 1, positive 6. Where's the vertex? No. Vertex is halfway between these two. 3.5. Vertex x equals 3.5. Sub that in over here. That's 2.5 times negative 3.5. Which is minus 6.25, minus 6.25 at 3.5, like that. So it's a minimum at negative 6.25. 2 marks there for a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 marks on the first page. Any questions? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Page over. Vertex form of each parabola. 1 mark. Maybe for all of them. Vertex form of this parabola. Vertex form is y equals negative, or not negative a, you idiot. A, x minus p squared plus q. So, what do we got there? Y equals ax plus 7 squared plus 2. What's the only thing missing? A. What value, what point is that? That is 0, negative 145, right? So where does that 0 go? For x. So when 0 goes for x, this becomes 49a plus 2, correct? This is negative 145. Minus 2, negative 147 equals 49a. A equals negative 7. So my final answer, negative 3. Sorry. My final answer is y equals negative 3, x plus 7 squared plus 2. I think it's going to have to be 2 marks, isn't it? Seems only fair. 8. Do I know the vertex?
Yeah.
Sure I do. Y equals a x minus 3 squared plus 5. What do I know there?
X equals 0.
X and y. Go back here and plug it in. Negative 4 equals negative 3 squared is 9. 9a plus 5 minus 5. Negative 9 equals 9a. A equals negative 1. I say it opens up or down, though. So my final answer is y equals negative
bracket x minus 3 squared plus 5.
that will open it downwards.
It's for no.
That's okay. That will open it downwards, yes?
Downwards, yes.
But I said it could open up or down, so this is
Down.
this is down, so it would make it open up.
If you make it positive.
Plus or minus that. Everybody cool? If you forgot the plus and minus, it's a review. I'll let it go. Why? Grinchy heart, 2 sizes too big. What should it be? Plus and minus, yeah? This one, same thing, right? Son of a. Y equals a bracket x. What? X minus 0. So just x squared plus 5, right? Passes through 1, 6. So 6 equals 1 squared is 1, a plus 5. 1 equals a. So technically, the answer is y equals not ax. X squared plus 5, right? But to get the full proper 2 marks if this were a test, what would I need there?
Plus and minus.
Y would equal plus or minus x squared plus 5. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I do this one? What do I have?
About.
I have a vertex. It's nice. It works wonderfully, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, y equals a x plus 3 squared minus 3. Can I get the stretch from here?
Yes.
When I go over 1 to negative 2, how far down did I go?
2.
2. I should have gone down 1, yes? But I went down double that. So what is my a?
Negative 2.
Y equals negative 2. X plus 3 squared minus 3. 1 mark, because you only had to know one thing about the vertex. What about this one? Y equals a x squared minus 3. Check your stretch. When I go over 1, I don't know how far I went down. When I went over 2, I don't know how far I went down. When I went over 3, I went down 1. How far should I have gone down? When I went over 3, I should have gone down how far? 9. But I went down 1 of that. So it is 1/4? 1/9. When I went over 3, I went down 1, right? Just stop for a minute. Right? You can see I went over 3 and went down 1, yes? But that's not really what's happening, is it? What's really happening? Look at the scale.
Negative.
How far did I actually drop?
1.
I didn't drop 1. And I didn't go over 3. Did I? How far over did I go? I went over 1.5. And I went down 0.5, right? So I can't do that. When I went over 2, which is what I actually went over, I went down how far? 1. When I go over 2, I'm supposed to go down how far? 4. So I actually went down. Now say it. 1/4. Y equals negative 1/4 x squared minus 3. Do you see why I was so adamant that 1/4 wasn't right at the beginning? Because many of you were just counting squares, I bet. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make, Lucas. You guys often will just count squares and not check what the graph values are actually worth. Everybody cool? So make this page out of 1, 2, it's out of 8, 10, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Math, rah, rah, rah. No calculator means what? No graphing calculator. Because some of you need your calculators to do things like 10 minus 7. I'm not joking, Lucas. I see kids reach for their calculator for 10 minus 7. It's hurtful to me as a math teacher. It makes me die a little bit every time you guys reach for your calculator for something you should know in your heads. When I tell that story, I then know who likes me and who doesn't, because I'll say things like 2 plus 7, and everyone will reach for their calculator. So it's 30 little bits of death happened to me right there. But none of you would do that, because you all love me, right? Stop it. Okay, what's a vertex? Everything's 1 mark. What's a vertex?
5 and 10.
5, 10, 1 mark. What's the axis of symmetry? X equals what? 5. What's the range? Does it go up or down? It goes down, so y must be less than or equal to 10. The maximum or minimum, what is it? It's a max. And what does it equal? 10. Graph the function for 1 mark. I didn't put a axes on here because depending on the graph, it's where you're going to put your axes, right? This one's pretty normal, but I know I've got to move 5 to the right and up 10, yeah? So I'm going to go ahead and put my axis over here. Everybody cool with that? So I go 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 5, 10, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's my vertex at 5, 10. Is there a stretch? What is it? 3. So when I go to the right 1, how far down? 3. And then there's another point 2 away from that, right? Yeah. When I go over 2, I should go down 4. But how far am I going this time? 12. So down 10, 11, 12. And then the other one is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. And there's my graph. Yeah? What's the y-intercept? Minus 65. And what are the x-intercepts exactly?
Minus 3.1 and minus 6.8.
That's not exact. 15 plus or minus the root of 30 divided by 3. Yeah, that's not right. But what would you do there? How do you find the exact roots? What do you have to do to find the exact roots? You got to use quadratic formula. So that's got to be in general form, right? Right? Which is y equals negative 3x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus 10, negative 3x squared plus 30x minus 75 plus 10, negative 3x squared plus 30x minus 65. And then you run that through the quadratic formula. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Now, the right answers there, what'd you get, Rena? Okay, well, let's do this. Negative 30 plus or minus the square root of 900 minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 65 over negative 6. 900 plus 12. Oh, crap. 900 minus...
780.
That sounds good. 12 times 65, 780, yep. So that's negative 30 plus or minus the root of 120 over negative 6. 120 simplifies. Son of a bee! We'll mark it on Monday. I guess you get a little extra more time.